Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
Some great news coming out of the Sahel region. Niger and Mali have signed a deal that will ensure and supply diesel to Mali. Not just diesel, but cheaper diesel. Half the price of what they would have made others pay, they're giving to Mali. This is incredible news because it is going to help out Mali tremendously, and also it is evident, or it shows us that they mean business. By them I mean Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. They've been making moves, they've been signing deals, and they've been showing us what true partnership amongst one another looks like. According to a report, Niger is set to deliver 150 million liters of diesel to neighboring country Mali after the two countries signed a partnership. The diesel is to be supplied to Mali's national energy company as the country suffers from regular power cuts. Under the terms of the deal agreed between Mali's junta leader, Colonel Assimi Goïta, and Niger's oil minister, Mahman Barke, Niger will sell the diesel at almost half the normal rate. This comes after Nigerian authorities inaugurated a pipeline that will carry crude oil to Benin. And Niger announced recently that the signing of a memorandum of understanding to supply diesel to Mali, Burkina Faso, and Chad. Well, as I said earlier, this is great news because this is the spirit, this is the conversation that we have been hoping for all African countries actually, but it turns out the Sahel region will set the example for the rest of us. We've always talked about how Africa needs to trade within the continent. We don't trade, as crazy as it sounds, we don't trade as much as we should. African countries usually, or for the most part, trade with international parties outside of Africa, with different continents, with different countries. We don't really trade amongst each other. Not just that, even travel, we can't travel internally the way we want to because there's restrictions, there's visa, there's borders. And not to forget, even when we try to travel or when we try to trade, there's a barrier of currency. We still trade using US dollar. We need to think about how we're going to get that dollar and how we're going to change it to the local currency and how we're going to make sure that our partners receive it in that currency. So we've struggled for a lot. We continue to struggle actually, but this is some sort of light at the end of the tunnel for us because we see how it's being done. We see that it can be done because most of the time, the argument that our politicians bring out when we keep telling them this is what we need is that it's not that easy. On paper, yes, it might sound like it's a good idea, but when it comes to actually doing it on the ground, it's going to be hard. It's not that easy. It's not that simple. Well, how come Mali and Niger and Burkina Faso are doing it? How come we're seeing these nations move the way they're moving within such a short period of time? It tells us that it can be done, and it tells us that it's about what you want to do. It's about, do they actually mean what they say and they promised us to do ABCD, but are they actually doing it? That's where it comes to. It's about wanting to do it and not wanting to do it. So I don't think other politicians or other leaders can use the same kind of argument that they have been bringing thus far. These three nations are showing us how it should be done, and we should follow, because at the end of the day, all of us have our own resources. We have something to contribute. We just need to come up with a plan to benefit one another and to make sure that we, in the process, lift each other up. Mali and Niger, look at them. Mali is getting the diesel that they need for half the price because Niger wants to help out Mali. It comes in good faith and it's showing. Anyways, fam, let us know what you think about this. I am Wongel Zelalem. I'll see